The NFC title game is officially set between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL. If you're new to the channel, welcome, guys. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe by hitting the big red subscribe button down below and turning on my post notifications so you're notified every time I drop a new video. So go ahead and do that. And while you're at it, folks, make sure to go ahead and follow me on my social media. Links down below and on the screen for my Twitter, my Instagram, all of that good stuff. Follow me on there. So here to give you guys my preview for this matchup. I'm going to go through that entire analysis, give a score prediction at the end, obviously picking who I believe will win this matchup. So without further ado, let's get started. So let me start real quick by recapping how I've done so far in the NFL playoffs with my predictions, okay? So I'm 6 for 8 so far through 2 rounds. And in the first round, I went 3 out of 4. In the second round, went 3 out of 4 as well. So a game I predicted drawn in each round. In the first round, which was that game? It was the Saints-Vikings game, which ended up being a very costly one because I had the Saints coming out of the NFC East and they couldn't even get past the wild card round. So obviously wasn't happy about that. But I did pick the upset for the Tennessee Titans beating the New England Patriots in that round. So I was happy about that. And then the last round, the divisional round, the game that I got wrong in this one ended up being the game that I didn't pick for the Tennessee Titans, which was against the Baltimore Ravens, okay? So in the first week, I had the conviction to pick the Titans. In the second week, I didn't, and they ended up beating the Ravens. The rest of those games were obviously the favorites that I picked. So with that being said, the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers, that is what we have in the NFC title game. Obviously, the number 1 and the number 2 seeds, both teams on a bye, coming off a bye in the first round, so they didn't play in the wild card. And this is much different than the AFC because we've got a team in the Titans who is a wild card team. So this is completely different than, of course, my AFC analysis. When I take a look at this matchup between the Packers and the 49ers, to me, this is fairly straightforward, okay? There's a lot of matchups that are complicated. To me, the AFC matchup is much more complicated, folks, and obviously you can go check out my prediction video for that to get my thoughts on who I have winning that game. But this matchup, to me, very straightforward. Why do I say this? Well, one, we've already seen this matchup before, in which the 49ers absolutely thumped and destroyed the Green Bay Packers. The score, I believe, was 37-8. Aaron Rodgers had an awful game. His worst game of the season by far. 20 for 33 for 104 yards and a touchdown. Devontae Adams, 7 catches, 43 yards and a touchdown. They pretty much just absolutely shut out the Green Bay Packers. I mean, it was bad, okay? So the 49ers just destroyed them. Does that mean that's going to happen this time around? Absolutely not. It doesn't have to mean that, okay? Playoffs are a different animal. It's one game. Anything can happen. But when I take a look at both of these two teams, why do I say this is straightforward? Because the strengths and weaknesses of the team literally play into each other's hand, but the favor is more so for the 49ers. Why do I say this? Is because if you take a look at the Packers, they are 18th overall in defense, 14th against the pass, but 23rd against the rush, okay? They are poor against the run. And we know what San Fran likes to do, which is run the damn football. And that is what they did when they played the Packers in the regular season. They ran the damn football down their throat, okay? Not to say that Jimmy G can't throw. He actually had 2 touchdowns in that game. But what do the 49ers do? Play defense and run the football. So the Packers can't stop the run. It plays into the 49ers' hand. Now, what do the Packers do well? They pass the football. Now, Aaron Jones has had a great season. But for the most part, this offense is still, I would say, more pass than run. Again, Aaron Rodgers, when you have him, you pass the football, right? Well, San Fran is number 1 against the pass. So we saw what that happened when that was the case. They are elite. They've got very, very good elite playmakers on the outside in terms of their cornerbacks. Obviously, Richard Sherman, that are going to be able to give Aaron Rodgers a very, very hard time. And so to me, as much as I like Aaron Rodgers, as much as I like the Packers, I just don't see it. I can't see them beating this 49ers team. It just helps the 49ers at home, obviously. Because if this was in Lambeau, I'm thinking about it right now, literally as I'm speaking. If this game was in Lambeau Field, I do think there would be a much better shot for the Green Bay Packers to win this football game. But because this is in San Fran, because the 49ers have that defense, because they've got Joey Bosa, Richard Sherman, they've got that running game with Tevin Coleman, Raheem Mostert. It's basically a three-headed attack anytime with Matt Breida to whoever the hot hand is at running back. Because I like Kyle Shanahan so much as a head coach, because Jimmy Garoppolo, to me, is a very solid NFL quarterback. He might not be elite, but he's still very solid. To me, the 49ers are just a better team. They're just a better team than the Green Bay Packers. The Packers are good, but they're not better than 49ers, and I just don't see how the Packers win this game. Aaron Rodgers would just have to have an Aaron prime peak 2011 to 2015 Aaron Rodgers MVP type of game. And he's very certainly capable of having that. But am I going to bet on that? No. And so to me, I'm going to take the 49ers to win this game and to advance to the Super Bowl just because, like I said, better team. Them being good against the runs plays into the matchup with the Green Bay Packers being bad against the run. And to me, them being at home just helps out a lot, and they're going to be able to really, really pressure Aaron Rodgers, folks. We saw what they did to Kirk Cousins. Now, Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers, we're not comparing. Aaron Rodgers is a different level, but Kirk Cousins was abused in the pocket. It won't be that bad because the Packers O-line is much better than the Vikings is, but I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm picking the 49ers to win and advance to the Super Bowl. My final score is 27-17. So there you have, folks, my preview and prediction for the NFC Championship game between the Packers and the 49ers. So let me know down below if you guys agree with me or not, what your prediction is in this game. It's so funny. We all probably want the Packers and the Chiefs, Mahomes, Rodgers, but we're probably going to get Titans, 49ers. What do you know? So leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.